Okay, now let's continue on the working principle. Bagaimana, how it works, macam mana LVDT ni berfungsi. Because apa, you guys mechanical engineer. So basically LVDT ni dia banyak pakai dekat dekat mechanical punya system. Sebab apa? Ni, benda ni bergerak is mechanical movement kan? Okay. So in mechanical movement, you maybe one day in the future you will use this equipment called LVDT. Maybe in your work, in your research, eksperimen ke, whatsoever lah. Okay. Alright, so kita akan terangkan sikit bagaimana dia berfungsi. Okay, so basically dia macam ni. Primary winding, ini primary winding ni kan, this one here, is connected with AC voltage. Okay, masih ada voltage lah, ada current lalu kan, current keluar kan. Okay, so this AC voltage will create an electromagnetic field in primary winding. Okay, maksudnya dia akan create, kalau katakan dalam tu kan dia create magnetic field macam ni, betul? Kamu say magnetic field yang kedua, dan magnetic field sini, betul tak? Macam dalam yang saya tunjuk kalau magnet kan, magnet yang kat bola kamu boleh buat kan. So magnetic field dia akan will be created like this. Okay, alright. Okay, so dia akan create primary winding. Okay, so the core inside the tube provide the concentrated magnetic field. Maksudnya magnetic field tu akan mostly concentrate dalam core ni. Right? It will not go astray outside so much lah. And then dia akan link the primary and both secondary coil S1 and S2. You know, because magnetic field dia ada banyak, so dia akan link. Bila dia link maksudnya apa? Magnetic field dia akan potong. Cik nampak tak? Dia akan cross. Dia magnetic field dia akan cross winding dekat secondary, dia akan cross juga winding at primary. Secondary 1 and secondary 2, sorry. So dia akan ada banyak, so dia akan cross lagi, akan cross kan. All the ini dia akan kat sini, ke this area yang dia akan cross or dia akan link lah, akan cut the winding. Okay, so the electromagnetic field will cut through the winding in both secondary winding. Maksudnya bila ada when there is a change, tapi dia provided dia mesti AC source lah. Okay, bila dia ada magnetic cut kat sini, so dia akan create voltage dekat E1 dan E2. Okay, these two terminal here is E1 between these two terminal, and E2 ialah between these two terminal here. Okay, junction here. If you have a multimeter, you akan dapat measure voltage dia. Okay, so because dia cut at both side dua, maksudnya dia sebab core sekarang dia dekat tengah-tengah, it's in the middle. So the electric field will cut both, dua-dua sekali, and sama rata, equal. Maksudnya kiri dan kanan sama. Okay, dia akan create voltage. So okay, because coil S1 and coil S2 is connected in series, okay, in connected such way that the terminal ni masuk and then keluar sini and go the other side, negative and negative sekali. So meaning that we can calculate the voltage, output voltage, by using basically E1 minus E2. Okay, because of this polarity lah, minus negative, negative. So E0 is E1 minus E2. Okay, so the amplitude of the induced voltage will depend on the amount of electromagnetic field coupling. Coupling ni maksudnya how much it connects both secondary coil lah between the primary and secondary coil kan. Okay, so we'll talk about dia punya continue after this lah. Okay, so kita akan study 3 position. Okay, 3 position of this. Okay, first position kita kenali sebagai null position or dead center. Okay, if you look at this figure, this is basically a null position center. Meaning the core is exactly inside primary coil. Tak ada lebih, no more less, no more to the right, to the left. Exactly at the center. Itu dia panggil dead center. Okay, null position. The core is exactly in the middle. Okay, so position 2, we will take a look what happened if the core move towards coil S2, meaning that the coil will move to the right. Okay, and then the other one kita akan tengok position 3, the core move to the left. Okay, so move to the left. So what is the working principle? I said that okay, the core now in the middle is called null position dead center. If you move coil to the right and you move coil to the left, okay, what will happen to the output voltage? Okay, Alright, let's talk about the first one, position number 1. Okay, when the core is in center, the magnetic flux linking coil S1 and S2 are equal. Okay, as I said just now. Okay, so since it's in the middle, whatever linking, because dia actually symmetry tau. The magnetic field is symmetry. Okay, so how much link around here and how much the amount of link around here is equal. So when the linking is equal, the induced E1 voltage E1 then E2 also will be equal. Okay, so with that equal, E1 equal E2, because of this the polarity, due to the polarity, opposite polarity, then E1 minus E2 is E0, and then you will have zero voltage at the output. Okay, faham? Okay, mungkin kamu tak nampak sangat dari segi macam mana boleh dapat negatif tolak ni. Kenapa tak tambah voltage kan? Because they connected in series. No, they connected in series tapi terminal dia terbalik. Nampak tak? Normally, okay, let me explain to this. Kalau bateri kan, dia tambah macam ni kan? Okay, this is positive, negative kan? So voltage dia apa? Tambah betul. Kalau katakan this is 5 volt, this is 5 volt, total become 10 volt, betul? Okay, let happen. Okay, what happen if I put a different polarity, let's say positive, negative, and then I combine negative, positive. So this positive, negative, negative, positive. Okay, it will depend. If the voltage here is 6 volt and the voltage here is 5 volt, the total voltage from end to end is basically 6 minus 5 is 1 volt. Okay, because of this polarity here. Okay, it's connected this way. Okay, so depends on which voltage has the higher voltage, and you have to minus lah with the lower voltage if you connect it like this. Okay, so if you look at this core, this negative terminal is connected to the negative terminal, nampak? Okay, alright. So that's answer dia lah why we minus this voltage together. Okay, so at null position you will have zero voltage in the middle. So meaning that at the original position lah, kan? Not basically there's no movement. Okay, if you look at the figure over here, okay, so you need to see that this is electrical. So the core is in the center, and you know the voltage here, let's say 10 volt, and E2 here is minus 10 volt. So if you add together, you will have 0 volt. Okay. Right. So okay, now let's take a look at zero position. Okay. Sorry, when the moving coil move towards S2. Okay, now if you look at this figure here, the core is try to move to the right, nampak? Yeah? Okay, so when the core try to move away from null position toward coil S2, this is coil S2, so electromagnetic imbalance will occur. Okay, imbalance means that, okay, remember this here, okay, the core, you know, the core will concentrate on the magnetic field, right? So as you can see, the magnetic field will be such a way that it will connect secondary more than it will connect coil S2 more than it will connect coil S1, nampak? Because the core moves toward to the right, kan? You know that all the majority of the field is in the core. So if you move core to the right, meaning that more electrical field will connect to the secondary rather than the secondary 2 rather than secondary 1. Okay. Alright. So if you look, I think this picture is much clearer. Sorry, this one here. Nampak tak? So the core will move downward to S2. So the magnetic field will hook to S2, we cut through S2 more than S1. So maybe there's some little bit here, passing here, kan? Okay. But most of the majority of the field will cut through the coil S2. Okay, so meaning that the magnetic field cut through S2 is greater than magnetic flux cutting through Sorry, this is not S2, this is S1. S1, sorry. And the voltage induced, therefore, because of number 1, the voltage induced in coil S2 is more than the voltage induced in coil S1. Okay. So therefore, E2 is greater than E1, right? E2 greater than E1, so E2 minus E1 is a positive value. Okay, so because we want to find what is the absolute value lah. All right. Okay, so the output voltage E0 will increase linearly when the core is moved further away towards coil S2. So if you move away from slight position and you move away more, towards S2, maybe towards the end, then in the end, this induced voltage will be less and less. This E2 voltage will be higher and higher. Okay. So nampak tak? So maybe, alright. So let's talk about when the position 3 pula. When the core move towards coil S1. Okay. When it move towards S1 pula, tengok. Asalnya in between dekat primary kan, in the middle. Now it move to the left, towards coil S1. Okay. When it move to coil S1, sorry for my mistake. And electromagnetic imbalance occur, which cause two things. So magnetic cut through S1 is more than magnetic flux cut through S2. See, it moves towards to the left, so there's more magnetic cut through the coil S1 rather than S2, right? Because the coil is here, it's already moved to the left. Okay, similar like this figure here. Okay, so the core has moved up to coil S1. So the voltage in E1 here will increase, and the voltage in E2 there will decrease. And then if you increase or if you oppose that thing, you will have a negative voltage lah. All right. So therefore, E1 is more than E2. So if you minus this, you will have a negative value. So you can say that the more positive value is towards coil S2, and the negative value, if you measure relatively, then you know that the push rod has moved to the left. Okay. Okay, this is just another combination value of a figure of the three different positions lah. First is maximum to the left. See that the magnitude of the amount of magnetic field cutting through S1 is more than S2. And just a teeny weeny pointing here. So basically, here is this one. Okay. So but in the middle, you have equal amount. So if minus that becomes 0. If you move toward the right or maybe left, depend on where you look at from. So you look to the other side, and then you will have a different voltage. If you minus this, it will maybe a different positive voltage, but your minus become positive lah. But if it's E1 minus E2, then it become a negative voltage. Okay, I just show you some video. This is some video from these two websites. Okay, if you look at the first one here, if you move the rod to the right, you can see the voltage here gets higher, right? If you move to the left, the voltage here gets lower. The primary voltage doesn't change because why? Because it's a supply voltage, right? Because the primary coil is supplied with a constant AC voltage, so that's why it doesn't change. Okay, but the voltage induced, which is transferred to the not transfer. The correct word is induced lah. Induced at both secondary coil will depend on the position of the rod. Okay, if you look the same figure also here lah, you can see that for secondary one, see if the rod move towards the blue, and then this blue voltage will increase. If you move towards the secondary 2, the voltage 2 then increase, right? Okay, so you can see that at 0 position, okay, in the center is 0, right? So if you look carefully, if you want to, I can send you. You can go to this website here, and you can go ahead and click and you can watch the animation on your own lah. Okay. Okay. So linear relationship between displacement and output. Okay. Before that, kita stop dulu, take a break. Discard. And if you have any question, you can ask now. Let me stop the video first. Okay.